Happy Australia Day to everybody. Here we go. I am in the garage again because I'm bored. And I am going to take these wheels off and have them painted white. And that code is RAL9010. Just because it's something that I can do in advance of, well, it's pretty cheap. I can get it done locally. So I'm going to do that. Now, I have got a bit of a problem that we all have. Well, all of us who've got a one of these VFRs have got, and that is if you haven't got one of those lovely stands that goes under there and under your headstock and lifts it up. How do you get the front wheel off? Well, there's all sorts of ways, and the way that I would do it if I was working in anywhere that had anything overhead would be to ratchet strap it up to something overhead, a beam or a joist or something like that, but I haven't got anything here. So I'm going to take the weight. Now I'm going to use these exhausts. This whole exhaust system is going. It is. I'm not keeping it. I'm going to go with a left-hand exit one. I am only going to hold it very briefly with this jack. And then, as soon as it's held, I am going to drop the weight of the front of the bike back down. I'm going to put the axle back through the forks and I'm going to lower it down onto this stand. So we'll have the 2 points there, that is the centre stand, holding it up, and we'll have that there in the centre of the axle. So it will be held on 3 points to keep it upright, which is where it's currently held, you know, 1 point there at the front and 2 points there. So it should be fairly sturdy. And moving on from my Facebook post, it's not the right handle, it doesn't matter, I suppose. I've forgotten whose name it was who advised me to leave the centre stand on until later on, basically, when I was a bit nearer completion. He said, oh, I'll just leave the centre stand on, which makes total sense. So thank you for that chap. Sorry, I've forgotten who it was. Right, so now before I actually put any weight onto these exhausts, which it will take, and I could put a piece of wood and all that kind of stuff, I don't care. They're very, very tough, and it's just going to be okay. So I'm going to take the front wheel, well, loosen the front wheel off. So let's loosen these pinch bolts with a 12mm head. Oh, there you go. They weren't that tight anyway. They don't need to come all the way out. They just need loosening off. And once they're loose, like that, we've got a 22mm just there. Oh, held with that. Okay. That's quite nice. Gore they ring. Right, so I've got, I wonder if my, it is, isn't it? I'm just wondering if my mudguard's going to be in the way, and it is. But that's okay, I will jack the whole bike up. Okay, before I pop it out. So, let's take it up. Now, don't take it any further than the back wheel touching the floor. Otherwise, you're going to pop it off its stand. That's right. We should now not only be loose, yeah, we are. but also it should drop down so that it will clear the mudguard. And there it has. Oh, well done, Einstein. Anyone out there saying, oh, idiot, you are completely right. Brake calipers are in the way. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to undo them, but am I going to hide it? No, I don't think I am, actually. Okay, I could go back to the whole start and pretend that it never happened and that I'm super smart and I know what I'm doing. But look, 2 bolts. Not the end of the world. First time I've done it, it's okay. It really is. I will sleep tonight, even though I forgot to do that. I should pop those back in there. That's not me listening to whatever music that is. I say music, somebody talking. Okay, I've just put the bolts back in so they don't get lost. I'm going to do the same on the other side. And like I say, not beat myself up too much. Oh, there we go. With forgetting to undo these calipers until now and the wheel's already off, apart from it not being the end of the world, it's also because I haven't been working on bikes with disc brakes for quite some time. Everything else that I've got has got drum brakes. Say it's not the end of the world, you just kind of get out of the habit of it. And when you're working on your own, your work's not under scrutiny quite so much as when you've chosen to point a video camera at yourself. Now let's pop that there and that there, those 2 spaces. Oh, and just make a note, make a mental note, they are different widths. Okay, oh, let me, okay, and that is the narrow one. The narrow one is on the left-hand side. Ooh. Okay, let's pop that out the way. Because now I'm going to pop that back through there, pop that back through there, pop that back through there, pop that bolt back in there. I'm going to leave these swinging on the hoses, just because I don't think it's going to be a problem. And now I'm going to drop slowly as I can this back down onto there. Oh, this is always the bit that worries, well, it doesn't worry me as such, but it's, and this is where it's a problem with it. Right. Really gently. Come on. Is it moving? Oh, come on. That's better. Oh, it's still a bit jumpy. I wish it wouldn't do that, but look, this is not a super high class jack. This isn't like, oh, the best jack in the world. Now, the weight's taken by this, you could hear it, you can see it as the forks compress. I'm going to leave that there because I can't think of a good reason to not to. So, front wheels off. Now, where is my... There it is. Now the back wheel's coming off. Okay, and there it is. My beautiful wheels. Now, obviously, before I paint these, I'm going to remove these discs. Remove the discs in the tyres. This is that wheel that was a lifesaver for me from Ken and Kenny from Kenny's Mowing. Thanks, Ken. Spanaroo, really appreciate it. Pretty much getting this wheel that it really inspired me to crack on with the job, to be honest. I was always thinking, it's always going to look a bit naff. This is going to make a huge difference, and I'm very grateful to you, Ken. Right. Whenever I'm doing wheels, I'm always on the carpet. I'm repainting these, but it just doesn't hurt to do it like this. I'm just noticing a little arrow just there. Make a mental note to do a little cutaway of the arrow there, Loz, showing the direction of the wheel. I was about to write it on and go, oh, super, I hope I don't forget, because we've got a direction arrow on the tyre there, but there is one on the wheel, which is good. I have had wheels, say that again, I've had tyres put on the wrong way around by motorcycle shops. And I'm not actually knocking them because it's just easy to do. So it's just a statement of fact. It's not a value judgment. Yep, I've gone to collect them and gone, hey, wrong way around, chaps. At which point they normally just go, duh, sorry, and change them round. Now, I'm going to mark these up, I reckon. I don't know if these are different. I really don't. But, oh, and I'm also going to have a quick look at them. Oh, there we go. They look all right. When you're checking sort of how much meat there is left on the discs, you're looking really to see how much sort of a ridge there is around the side that's not been caught by the pads, and it's not. In fact, by the time I've just cleaned these up a bit and probably just touched them up with a bit of sandpaper or something like that, most of that is just rubbish, and it's going to come off. It's just a bit of crap. And you know, no, I will measure them. I'm not going to do it now though. Shall I pop these back in? No, I don't think I will. What size are they? M6. I will work out something to do because my painter will want them masked up or something like that, because we don't want those painting white and we don't want painting the holes. Now these are the wheels that I'm going to be using for my I don't want to use the word replica, for my tribute. These are the wheels that I'm going to be using. These are close enough. I've already talked on a different video. I think I'm actually going to probably ditch the soundtrack on that. Mine is not going to be an exact replica. It isn't. Doesn't want to be. Not for me. For somebody else. So if you're all saying, oh, the 16-inch offers better tyres, I say it does. I've not met a motorcycle yet that has held me back. And I'm sure that I've held a few back. with my skills. I never find that I'm the limiting factor. Sorry, I never found that the bike is the limiting factor. It is always me. So I'm not going to blame the bike for my lack of skill. And let's get let's turn it back over and let's bring you in close to show you dun, 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 the little arrow. Can you see it? Okay, so not quite sure what Damien's going to want. He might put some tape over it, I don't know, but we'll get the weights off. Busted valve, nice. That took a lot to take off, didn't it? Yeah, so I'll get these, unless I can take them off myself, though I don't want to. I wonder if I can. I'll have a muck around. I won't do it while I'm on camera, because, and I won't do it so that I'm stuffing up the rims either. Right, next time you see these, they'll be beautifully white.